Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rose, and welcome to episode 209 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all are an Xbox-related fun fact together. The show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big games out last week were Planet of Lana, Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun, Star Trek Resurgence, and the disappointing The Lord of the Rings Gollum. The games coming out this week include Chronicles of Two Heroes, Amataratsu's Wrath, Onigo Hunter, Miracle Snack Shop, Home Sheep Home Farmageddon Party Edition, Pirates Pinball, Super Mega Baseball 4, Shame Legacy, Chicory A Colorful Tale, Far World Pioneers, Undead Horde 2 Necropolis, Aquarist, Laser Pydum, Railbound, Lucy Dreaming, Homebody, Slayers X Terminal Aftermath Vengeance of the Slayer, Killer Frequency, Speed Truck Racing, Sugar Tanks, Paper Flight Beyond Time, Manabu A Walk Through Life, and We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie. Now to last week's biggest news stories, we have 4 to cover this week. Number 1, Microsoft confirms 12 games for Xbox from PlayStation Showcase. Sean Curie, True Achievements writes, following Sony's PlayStation Showcase, Microsoft was quick to confirm which games were also coming to Xbox, and while the likes of Alan Wake 2 were already revealed, there were still a few surprises. The PlayStation Showcase offered a decent showing with plenty of announcements and gameplay reveals for third-party games that are also slated for Xbox. Some games like Alan Wake 2 and Assassin's Creed Mirage were previously confirmed for Xbox and received new gameplay trailers or release dates, while others were new announcements. The announcements included Immortals of Avium July 2023, Assassin's Creed Mirage October 12, 2023, Alan Wake 2 October 17, 2023, Teardown 2023, The Talos Principle 2 2023, The Plucky Squire 2023, Ghost Runner 2 2023, Neva 2024, Cat Quest Pirates of the Caribbean 2024, Dragon's Dogma 2 TBD, Marathon from Bungie TBD, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater TBD, and of course the collection. Man, going into that PlayStation Showcase, I thought they were about to deliver Xbox a true haymaker. And I didn't think there was any way that Xbox was going to be able to surpass them with their showcase in a few weeks. But the stage is set, Xbox. It's time. You need to deliver. PlayStation somehow was disappointing and underwhelming. We got some cool announcements as an Xbox fan. Personally, I can't wait to go play the Metal Gear Solid games as I've never played them before. Obviously, anything new from Bungie is very exciting, and Marathon has an awesome art style to it. Alan Wake 2, I have not played those games, although it seems right up my alley, so I'm excited to play the first one this year. This has just got me so excited for the showcase in just a few weeks. Number 2, PC games from Xbox headed to Boosteroid customers June 1st. Sarah Bond at Xbox Wire writes, we're continuing to deliver on our promise to bring high-quality immersive PC games from Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda to more people in more ways. Today we are announcing that Deathloop, Gears 5, Grounded, and Pentiment will be available to play for Boosteroid members beginning June 1st. This is another step to ensure players worldwide have access to great content on their terms. Boosteroid customers in Ukraine, the United Kingdom, countries across the European Union, and the United States will soon be able to jump in as Cade Diaz to take on the Horde in Gears 5, team up with friends to survive and explore the backyard of Grounded, attempt to escape a seemingly never-ending time loop in Deathloop, or experience life in an illustrated world with Pentiment. These 4 titles are just a start. We will regularly add more hits and fan favorites from our extensive catalog of PC games. Boosteroid members will be able to access games purchased through Steam or the Epic Games Store for eligible titles, to start with support for games purchased through the Microsoft Store coming soon. It remains our goal to empower people to play the games they want with the people they want, where they want, on the devices they want. For those who subscribe to Boosteroid, they can play PC games from Xbox across a wide range of platforms, including Windows, Linux, Android, Android TV, and Mac OS through an app, and even more devices through browsers and WebOS. This moment builds on our recent announcement that PC games from Xbox are available to NVIDIA GeForce Now members, and is one of our many partnerships planned globally with a variety of cloud gaming providers, including Ubitus and Enware and EE in the future. We are committed to enabling players to stream games from Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda, as well as future Activision Blizzard PC games once the acquisition closes, through the cloud gaming service of their choice. We'll continue to put players and game creators at the center of everything we do, and we are proud to work with Boosteroid so their members have the choice to find and play their next favorite game from Xbox. Another one in this onslaught of Xbox trying to put their money where their mouth is and show up to the CMA specifically as they work to close this Activision Blizzard acquisition. Never even heard of Boosteroid before this, but it's good for players to be able to have more choices to play the games where they want. Number 3, Microsoft has filed its appeal to the UK CMA over the Activision Blizzard acquisition. Now, I'm just going to read the highlights for what you need to know from Windows Central because I'm just tired about talking about this. If you want more information, go check out the article or go read more on your own. Credit to Cole Martin at Windows Central. So what you need to know, Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard King will cost the company $68.7 billion, a record-breaking deal for the gaming industry. The deal has been approved by a majority of regulators including Brazil, China, and the European Union. The UK CMA ruled against the acquisition on the grounds of protecting the nascent cloud gaming market. And Microsoft has appealed the ruling and continued to broaden their deals with cloud gaming providers in an attempt to assuage the regulating body. Is there much more to say at this point? Xbox is still heavily pursuing this, they are still very confident, and they're going to continue to do whatever they need to do to close this deal. And number 4, Ubisoft's open world Star Wars game targeting early 2024 release. Sean Carey at True Achievements writes, Ubisoft is reportedly targeting an early 2024 release for its open world Star Wars game currently in development at Massive Entertainment. Not much is known about Ubisoft's long-awaited Star Wars game, only that it's an open-world, story-driven title that's being developed by the Division studio Massive Entertainment. However, a new report claims that the release date for Ubisoft's Star Wars game is not in a galaxy far, far away, and is much closer than many had thought. According to 2 Kotaku sources, Ubisoft expects to release its Star Wars game during its fiscal year, so before March 31st, 2024. However, development on the game known as Project Helix reportedly hasn't been progressing well, and the game may be pushed to the following fiscal year, which runs from April 2024 to March 2025. Ubisoft recently released its release schedule for its current financial year, which includes Assassin's Creed Mirage, Skull and Bones, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, The Crew Motorfest, Tom Clancy's The Division Resurgence, and X Defiant. Ubisoft also stated that it has another large game set to release this financial year, which is believed to be Massive Star Wars game. Do I believe this game is coming out in fiscal year 2024? No, with how games are currently progressing in this industry. However, I'm extremely excited about this because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so anything in that universe I'm going to be very much anticipating, although I'm not a big fan of The Division. It was actually one of my most disappointing experiences in the last 10 years. I was really looking forward to it, but the combat and the bullet sponginess of the enemies just didn't do it for me. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and we'll give a little credit to Brendan Sinclair over at the Game Industry Biz. The article he wrote, Microsoft hypes new game console, doesn't talk about games 10 years ago this month. So what I wanted to talk about here was just the fact that it was 10 years ago this month that we got the unveiling of the Xbox One. Now if there's any new or younger gamers, go watch the showcase, and then go watch the compilation videos of how many times they said the words TV, or Call of Duty, or Sports, or Madden. It is so embarrassing to think back and look back. And I felt like I was excited at the time. It's so hard to put yourself in that position coming off the Xbox 360 where they were just elite running the show. It's so funny to go back and watch how much they missed the mark, the always online. What a surreal moment in the video game industry history. And shout out to Don Matrick, just ran Xbox into the ground and we're still paying for those consequences to this day. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe to your favorite podcast service, share it with your friends, leave a review, and do me a favor, follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, I have not had much time to play any console games, so as usual, which I don't say weekly because it is true that I am still every day playing Marvel Snap, and I absolutely am in love with that game. My name is Brandon Rose, you can follow me on Xbox at Rosa93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.